Hi guys, we were at Target and I realized something. I wanted to do a video about expressing our needs and how to get them met by communicating, and we had an incident in Target. Audrey May, we're shopping, you know, looking around the vegetable and the fruit aisle. I'm asking her, Sissy, what do you want to get? And she said, I want the oranges. So we looked at the little clementine oranges and she said, no, I want the big oranges, right, Sissy? Oh, okay. Careful with yourself. The big oranges. Even at 3 years old, she's perfectly capable of making a decision and expressing her needs. I don't know where we lose that. Like, I feel like at some point in our lives, we're taught not to express our needs or to express them in a way that's more PC. Problem is, people don't understand what you mean. If I could say I want an orange and someone would assume that I wanted a full-size orange. Whenever I see people fighting or tiffing or however you want to call it, when I see people disagreeing, I see people constantly yelling, my needs aren't being met. Well, my needs aren't being met. My needs are being met. And really hysterical in my brain, just so you know. If you ever argue in front of me, that's exactly what I see. Is it good popcorn, baby? It's the best popcorn. Target makes the best popcorn. You're all done now? Okay, I'll take it. You want your what now? You want your gummies now? Okay. See? Expressing a need. Communicating that need. You are the best, Sissy. I love you. Let me get those out for you. But somewhere along the line as adults, we're taught to keep our needs quiet or to express them in a way that others perhaps don't understand because we haven't talked about communicating our needs in so long that we've lost this skill to interpret or understand what that even means. You got it, princess? Okay. And as such, we really need to revisit that skill in adulthood, preferably in college, high school even. I mean, consistently we need to revisit this skill, not only because communication is so important in life, but also in relationships. So when I hear someone say, my needs aren't being met, I kind of have to interpret which need isn't being met. How do you expect those needs to be met? Am I responsible for meeting those needs? No, because they're your needs. You're responsible for meeting your needs. And if you need my help in meeting a need, you need to ask me in a way that I understand how to help you. Because I don't mind helping people. But you got to let me know what you need. Or else I can't really help you. You can be frustrated with me all you want, but if you haven't told me how to help you, how am I supposed to help you? I can guess. And then you'd be even more aggravated. Like, why didn't you know? Sissy, why didn't I know how to meet your need? I should. I do, because I spend her entire life has been spent with me. So, I mean, I know that kid better than pretty much anybody else. And so I know when she's tired, when she's cranky, when she's grumpy, when she's hangry. I know. But when you meet someone in a relationship, you don't know those things. You don't know those things till years later because it takes that much time. It takes 3 years. It takes 3 years to get to this point. So you have to survive that long, want to survive in a functional and healthy relationship. So how do we do that? First, we have to figure out what on earth we need. When I get frustrated, when I have expectations, I need to kind of figure out where they came from. And they come from society because society says if you don't give someone jewelry and flowers and chocolate and take them out for a very expensive dinner, then you don't love them. Now, we all know that's not true. I mean, I wiped that kid's butt. I love that kid. I'm not getting any gifts for her for Valentine's Day. People will be like, oh, that's a different kind of love. Call it what you will. I know exactly what love is. And it is not flowers and chocolate and jewelry and dinners out. It is appreciation. Y'all done? Over and over and over again. Consistently. Even when I don't want to, I appreciate that kid. Even when I'm tired and exhausted and she wakes up because she has to pee at 3:30 in the morning, I appreciate that kid and I take care of her needs as best as I can at that moment. Usually it's kind of zombie-like, but we, do the best we can. I remember my ex getting so drunk once that he tried to pee in the closet, and I was coherent enough to grab a bucket. I don't know why there was a bucket. I got a bucket, and I helped him to pee in the bucket. I had to put the bucket in the closet because he was determined to pee in the closet. Don't ask. I don't understand drunk people. But drunk people and kids are so very similar. What is interesting to me more than anything is that our children know what they need. They know how to express their needs, and they know how to communicate it to the people closest to them. What's interesting, having a nonverbal child, is that he is more adept to communicate that need verbally to a stranger who is next to cookies that he wants. Then come to me, show me, drag me over to the cookies. He's more likely to say the word cookie to a stranger next to the cookies than to come to me to get that need met. I don't know why. He seeks help differently than she does. Maybe it's because they're boys and girls. Maybe it's just because that's their level of knowledge at that point. She very easily asks, can I have a snack? And I usually tell her, no, eat your dinner. After she asks me for dinner 15 times, 15 different ways. Dude, love is love. A commercial holiday isn't going to get your needs met. And if you are offended that your better half, your partner, let's say partner, I like that better, that your partner hasn't purchased the items that you wanted, then frankly you should have bought them yourself. If you're upset that you didn't receive the gift that you want, you deserve to give it to yourself. Period. End of conversation. That's it. And if you can't afford to give it to you, wait until you can afford to give it to you. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have much jewelry. Most of it is bought by me because I wanted it, because it was so pretty that I wanted it. And for whatever reason, I grew attached to the jewelry, or the jewelry represents a specific idea for me, or a specific landmark that I met at that point in my life. So all of the jewelry that I own, that I wear, is extremely meaningful. Most people don't know that. It's weird. Most people are just like, oh, I'm pretty, I want that, somebody buy it for me. No. Everything is meaningful in my life. And yours too, just in a different way. Think about it. So if you're upset that your needs haven't been met, please reevaluate your expectations. If you can meet your needs, do so. If you cannot, if you would like somebody else to meet your needs, if you would like affection to be shown, ask for it. Ask for it in a way that the other person understands what you're asking for. Because, like, honey, I want to be snuggled. Okay, well, they'll probably snuggle you. Honey, I want to be snuggled, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Two different things that you're asking, all right? If you guys have any questions, look inside. Not of me, of you. Because that's the only way you're ever going to get your needs met. And you'll find some times where you're like, we went into the dip aisle because they've got crackers now on dip. And it was like an entire shelf of choices. And I said, Audrey, what do you want? And I said, do you want? And I went through like 3 or 4 different options. She's like, nah. And then I noticed she was getting frustrated. So I was like, okay, let's just get ranch. I made an executive decision. I suggested something. That way the decision-making process was over, and she was upset. She said no, and I waited. Instead of getting frustrated, I waited, because tiny people, the thought process moves a little slower. She can't read the labels on the dips, so she needed my help to explain what they were. And even then, I asked her, what do you want? And she looked at me and she said, I don't know. And I said, okay, let's get a few to try. It's not a big deal. It's dip. So, I want you to think about that as well. What in your life are you getting frustrated with? Whether it's with yourself or with someone else, that is just dip. It's not life-ending. It's not life-altering. It's dip. Don't get frustrated. Give yourself a little grace. If you don't know, that's okay. You don't know what dip you want. It's okay. If you can't decide where to eat, then you probably aren't hungry enough to eat. Or you're going to eat whatever is closest, fastest, deliveriest, whatever. Because when I'm hungry, girl, I'm hungry for whatever's in front of me. I don't care what you put in front of me. If it's naughty food, if it's healthy food. If I'm hungry enough, I'll eat it. That's what frustrates me when people are like, where do you want to eat? I don't know. Where do you want to eat? We have a rule in our family. If you nix somebody else's suggestion, you have to make a suggestion of your own. So when we're like, let's go eat Mexican, and someone's like, no, I really don't want Mexican, they have to offer up the next idea. So if you're frustrated with yourself when you're deciding what career to go into, where to get a job, what clothes to wear, whatever it is you're frustrated with, stop. And be like, okay, do I want to wear this?
A squirrel.
Oh, I see. Oh, a silly squirrel. If you're frustrated, so say, okay, Gray shoes. No, I definitely do not want the gray shoes. Okay. Black shoes. Well, I could kind of wear the black shoes. You got to narrow it down by process elimination. Well, I really wouldn't mind being an accountant, but I hear they drink a lot. So, lower tier, all right? Plus, I'd have to go back to school, but I don't mind that. I love school. Do I want to be a cop? No, absolutely not. You couldn't pay me enough to deal with other people's crap. Therapist? I might actually be okay there, but but there's so many choices out there that we get overwhelmed. Okay, don't be overwhelmed. Please, 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 please don't be overwhelmed, okay? I love you. Evaluate yourself first and then figure out what needs can't be met by you that you need help with. Well, that's emotional affection, physical affection, just connection of some sort with friends, family, a partner, and then communicate that.
Mom, I made it.
Oh, I am so proud of you. Woof, 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 woof. We do doggies. Do you do doggies? Peekaboo. She loves peekaboo doggy. And yeah, communicate them, because that's the second place where things fall apart, is the communication of what you need. Because some people aren't going to understand it in a way you're going to explain it, so you might have to try a few times, okay? Learn how to ask for the same thing in different ways, whether you're talking about different languages of love, however you need to communicate your needs. You need to find out how to do that, because you're going to be involved with a million different types of people in your life, whether it's at work, whether it's family, whatever. Learn early. Learn often, revisit those lessons, especially when things fall apart. Be like, okay, what happened? Take it apart, process it, digest it, leave blame to the side, pick up your lesson and move forward. All right, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you're disappointed, buy your own damn chocolates. Buy your own damn jewelry. Buy your own, send yourself flowers from a secret admirer. Just do it. No one cares but you, I promise. And if you care that much, then get her done. Get her done. Buy yourself nicer flowers than your partner. Nobody cares but you. There you go. I love you. Have a good one, guys. Bye.